Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. Yeah.
It's all bag. How much worse can it get?
What could possibly go wrong? I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Oi. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However... No, seriously, I do not want to do this. Get her out of here, now. I see. Bailiff. Very well then, witness. Please testify about this secret information.
Get ready! This is going to take the wind out of you young'uns.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Secret information.
That Vanguard is one evil, evil man! He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court. I see. Never really crossed my mind, but I guess this can be considered a possibility that Matt on guard sent his manager to cause scandal for Juan. Although I don't know if this, I guess we shall see if this is actually true or not.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. The truth is harsh, sometimes. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Agent Andrews person? We have looked into this matter, and found that the truth the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Miss Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right! Vanguard is nothing but your average full-blooded youth! A needy hammer and a whippersnapper!
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Burn the witch at the stake. Throw water at the wicked witch of the witness stand. That will do the job. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone.
Danger zone!
Alright. Let's do this.
That Vanguard is one evil, evil man!
You cannot say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true! That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan! Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know?
It is true, old bag. I personally went to the TMZ studios. Nothing but a bunch of hacks. All lies. They are the scum of the earth.
I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth. Honestly, Sonny, you cannot discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Miss Wright.
Discriminate?
When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, Vanguard will never get me to say touche. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I cannot believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that on-guard thought you could own a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan.
You don't have any proof that Mr. On-guard did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you cannot do anything right.
You're right, I cannot do anything. But boy do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny. Show me what you got. Can you show me proof that On-guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
Let's decline the offer for right now. I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you are lecturing me about saying things without proof. You're just giving me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want. Silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action.
So, what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait. I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngers need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this.
No, stop!
Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bag get such a secret piece of information? Wait a minute. Is this about a missing object? One that a particular someone had lost? Lotta had lost her camera and some notes. So she could be her secret source of information. Lotta Hart. Okay, I think I got an idea over here. Let's see about presenting evidence. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Olbag? I probably should have chosen press further first to see what else she has, but... let's see.
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Yeah, let's see about this. It has been established that the camera that Lotta had was stolen the night of the murder. And there are also some notes in it as well, so this might be your source, Lotta. The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of note, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas? You say?
No, I said impressions. Well, you may have said impressions, but maybe she really thinks that these are outrageous ideas.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
No, that's it. That's the note.
Ah. You see, this is something completely different.
Alright, old bag. It's over now. Give me the note.
No!
Old bag, give me the note.
No! This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note?
I'm a huge fan of France, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick.
No, she didn't.
She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Reggie Poo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Yep, totally.
Wait, what? Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once.
Wait. What about the camera, though?
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Nah, let's pile on more pressure on her. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it!
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. I mean, it's the camera. The camera is also the thing that you stole that night as well, so... Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yeah, I was thinking that is what we're gonna discuss in the first place. The camera and the note as well, like both of them, but I guess we're talking about them separately. Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like,
"My sweetie 1600 camera disappeared on me."
What? Witness.
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it's only logical that he have the camera too.
Looks like he found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know.
I mean, we can surely test that out by throwing a bucket of water at you. That way, if we will know that either you are a good witch or a bad witch.
I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff, get her out of here. Check this camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See? I told you! That's the guy I saw!
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Picture taken in the hallway right after the murder. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Angard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Neko samurai costume. Oh. If that is the case, then this Neko samurai is the defendant. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against our client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Miles' life in jeopardy. Well, we are putting Miles' life in jeopardy no matter what here, in both of the situations that you have told us, Nick. I cannot make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. In this photo that Lola took, there's... Well, if it means getting out of this mess, we have to find something strange in this, but... what? History repeats itself! Hold on! Look at the pants! Look at the feet! This looks really familiar to me. Yeah, this is totally strange. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree that there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. A debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. He was seriously considering driving an actual bunker buster inside this courtroom. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? How about 2 or 3? Well... I have to find something wrong with this photo. I cannot let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange? Alright. Once more, we only got one shot at this. Besides my observation from before, is there anything else that is weird? The glove is on the right hand. It is totally on guard's room, given all the flowers and the plushies. The mechanical arm. Nope, then... It is the feet, Your Honor. This shows us that there was a person inside the costume that was smaller than Metangard. I would like to direct the court's attention to this area right here. What are you pointing at? What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you cannot. And what does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Angard. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you would care to elaborate. With actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Neko Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nico Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up to just walk. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. The samurai has returned, folks! Oh, I'm not referring to Steel Samurai. I'm not referring to Nico Samurai. But rather, the Objection Samurai! Objection Samurai?
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? He's like me at this point. I have no idea how it all happened yet, but hey, one piece of evidence at a time, I guess.
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not met on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this. What? He said he figured that this would... Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not met on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing the Nico Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah. Why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? It can only be... Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nico Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? When the rope points you to her. For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Angar's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Angar that night. And how does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Angar's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
Uh-oh. Is that true? Can't we just continue this a little further today? One more day. Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then my Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Christ, this is bad. I mean, for sure, I'm gonna raise objection here and say that we should do it now. Prolong the trial so that we can gather as much evidence as we can. But still, I seriously don't know if Adrian Andrews is actually the killer or not. If she turns out to be killer and we figured it out today as well, then it would be case closed. But if she isn't, then clearly we won't have enough time for another witness today. Alright, well, let's go, Phoenix. One more round. Now then. Objection! Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I cannot do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she's not... I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
Edgeworth!
But I have my appointment at Spa right now. We cannot continue due to this unexpected development. This unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. And what do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What? Oh, he had it all planned.
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness.
Yep, he had a plan to have her as the witness right away. He wanted to prolong the trial too if it was necessary.
Everything was planned out in advance by that man.
Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. March 22nd, 2:14 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Dude, I cannot believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews. She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had the easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood cover button in your hakama. Cause she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. Is she now? I mean, I definitely cannot say. There is one person that crosses my mind, and that is the kidnapper, the killer. And until we figure out who they are, and especially what their connection to this case is, I cannot say anything about who the murderer is, because up until now, we haven't found the zilch about the killer. There is no connection to the killer in this case, like at all. We haven't found like anything about him until in this. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day. Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide now, right?
Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it. Is Juan Corrida the victim of this murder? And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
Huh? What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impacts.
It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet.
March 22nd, 2:25 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls this witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. What is your occupation?
I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Angard.
I see. Noted.
Before I begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I never even heard of Gossipland.
Yes, you have. I see you look at pictures of hot celebrities every day in the morning while drinking your coffee.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me. If the judge was ever, if the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he would do most of our work for us. Although, pray to God that that day won't come, because if that would happen and somebody else would have to be the judge then knowing my luck, it can be the one and only. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relationship to the victim.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter. Or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him.
No one is accusing you of that.
I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place.
Alright, let's begin. When I found the body, it was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes. Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of the crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown out by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand? Ain't that always the case, Mia? Ain't it? Every move we make may end up having us fail. And, well, I do not plan on doing that this case. Alright, let's begin. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. And what was Mr. Angard doing at the time? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nico Samurai during the ceremony. Mr. Angard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me? It? What are you... Right. I thought the years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you cannot make a sensible sentence with the subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Angard's knife from his room? Thanks? No. Subject, verb, object, right. Did it skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. Okay. Well, here is a interrogative pronoun for you. Eh? After that, I went to Juan's room. And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Let's press her further. Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim? Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time. I don't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room? And there was his dead body. I was in shock. You were in shock? What? Was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita. Well, maybe it's not about the romantic feelings, but nonetheless, you would be quite shocked that you see a dead body. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. Yeah, see, like what Edgeworth is telling us right here. And you cannot seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. Yeah. I mean, I guess this shows us that Edgy also has the hots for her. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I see. Even though at some points it kind of makes you think that Edgeworth is playing for the other team. That can also be a possibility. I mean, if we didn't learn about her dependent nature, if you just look at how calm and composed she is right now, she can be quite a challenge for any man. I mean, not even the best pickup lines or techniques out there could work that easily. Like, you look up a woman up and down and say, "How you doing?" Or when you do the shoulder touch technique, like this. "Hey." I mean, trust me, kids, it almost never works. At least, not in my case. Actually, I probably should press this as well. This is the photo you're referring to, correct?
Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest.
And the guitar case was like this too?
Yes, it was open and empty, of course.
And then, what did you do next, witness? It was open, you say?
I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down, without drinking it.
Lip marks? Yeah, that is something to remember for future cases. When you have a glass bottle, or maybe we had this sort of detail in the past cases. I don't remember. But either way, lip marks on a glass. That is, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind for future cases. For now, it does say that, yeah, there were no lip marks on the glass.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down, without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now? Let's press her further. Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I.
I'm sorry. It's just kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? This mess of glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case.
Why did you withhold such an important piece of information?
Sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
Looks like yet another fact has come to light here.
Yeah. Now hold on a second.
She said that when she discovered the body, the guitar case was already opened, right? She tried to hide this mistake for a reason. And we know that the guitar case was wet only on the lid. I think that she is lying about something here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.